your chances of surviving the environment, what it throws at you, are multiple times higher. And we know that the people who died in the last couple years of the thing we can't talk about, most of them were obese. What I think is really great about what you promote is you're promoting an active lifestyle more than anything. Yeah. Like, get moving. A lot of people don't realize, like, when you go to the grocery store, you go to Walmart, you're doing cardio.
Yeah.
Like, you don't have to be on a treadmill to walk. Mm-hmm. By the way, the first time I met you was at a Walmart.
Yeah, it was. Yeah.
It's a
I was like, is that
story.
fucking Marc Lobliner?
I just think that I think people's physical health is so poor that it's quite obvious that their mental health is going to suffer at some point as well. So if somebody is, walking up a couple flights of stairs and they get really fatigued, I kind of look at that as like, okay, the stairs might represent something that happens in your day-to-day. Somebody gives you bad news, or you get a bad text message, or something hits you the wrong way at a certain point, and you don't know how to deal with it well. Yeah. And your heart rate gets a little out of whack the same way as the stairs. And so I just kind of think, like, well, why not just be prepared for the stairs? Like, be in better condition. If you have better physical health, I believe that your mental health will be a lot easier to deal with.
Well, also, I mean, if you're in bad physical health, what we've seen, you die.
Yeah.
Like, the number one comorbidity for everything is obesity.
Yeah.
And they haven't come out with them yet, but where do you think the obesity rate's at now after 2020 and 2021 having people locked down?
I heard in the subset of a certain age group, it was like, I want to say 8 to like 15 or something. And I'm going to butcher some of this. So I'm just going to say it in very general terms. I don't remember the exact stats, but I want to say it. They said that the obesity rate increased 50% in a similar amount of time before the pandemic happened. Wow. So in this, like, I guess you'd say 2 years. So in the previous 2 years, we were still gaining weight. Like, everyone's still getting fatter. Getting fatter.
Yeah.
Especially our youth.
Oh my God.
But in the same time frame, that has doubled since the pandemic has started.
That's insane. And that's something we really need to work on as a society.
It was like 30,000 people in a study or something like that.
That's a very good size, by the way. That is a huge study. Even if it's a one of those why am I blanking on the term? Whatever.
Like, yeah, I guess you.
Population studies.
Epidemiological study.
Yep. So even if it's one of those, that whatever. But one thing I've been really pushing home is health and fitness and not being fat. And people get really offended by the term fat. And I think
actually can't even use that in certain things on YouTube now, like in terms of titling.
Well, I tell people to unfat themselves because that is the number one way you can survive. Yeah. Look, man, in 2015, I got hand, foot, and mouth disease, and it crushed me. 1 in a million adults can get it.
Pull that up.
It's horrible, dude.
I've seen a picture.
My skin on my hands, my nails fell off. I couldn't walk for 5 days.
What caused it?
Children's Museum. Yeah, we went to a children's museum, those little dirty bastards.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so most adults can't get it.
Gross.
I got it the worst.
I'm lucky because my feet won't reach my mouth. So
So
you haven't tried hard enough.
Oh, these poor kids.
I mean, maybe I'm just missing something, but like, how is it, so what, like maybe you touched something and then maybe something got in your mouth?
It could have been, or just virus. Like, viruses are...
I don't want to. Nope, not pulling it up.
No,
I can't. I can't see kids like that. That sucks.
Yeah, no, it's gross.
Yeah, it's nasty. But
most parents kind of know what it is. Yeah,
yeah. It's my kids literally got a sore in their mouth. It wasn't anything, but since I never had it as a kid, I got it as an adult. So what I'm saying is, the reason it only affected me for 5 days, and I didn't have to get anything amputated or whatever else can happen with that, is because I was in shape.
Yeah.
So the thing is, we're gonna get sick. Whether it's the flu, whether it's the thing we can't talk about, whether it's whatever, whether it's cancer, your chances of surviving the environment, what it throws at you, are multiple times higher. And we know that the people who died in the last couple years of the thing we can't talk about, most of them were obese or had comorbidities. Now, I'm not saying that lean people can't die. I'm saying that every day you want to improve your chances of not dying.
Absolutely.
Because life is awesome. Also, being in shape, your quality of life is awesome. Like, dude, my quality of life is so awesome.
And how old are you right now?
I'm 41.
Yeah.
Shit. Well, I mean, just the other night, like my son had a soccer birthday party at an indoor facility. They're like, okay, let's play pickup games, dad versus kids. Yeah. Let's go. Let's go. Let's rock. The other day I was coaching my wrestling kids and, making them do sprints and they weren't running hard enough. So I ran with them. Because if you let an old bodybuilder beat you, fat guy's not really the right term. If you let an old bodybuilder beat you, you suck.
What does that run like this?
Yeah, I was gonna say, what does that look like?
What does it run like?
I look pretty awesome. So the thing is, I could show you guys later. Like I'm actually, because I'm an Exos performance coach, like my movements are actually awesome, like lateral skipping, pop skipping, all that. And I've demonstrated them so many times. And
I'm just giving you shit, by the way. I know you move.
I look stupid though. Like I do look stupid.
You look like you look like this fucking John Cena thing up here, man. Like you look like this.
I look ridiculous. But when the kids look at me and they're like, I did not expect him to move like that,
Yeah.
But yeah, I sprinted. It was like 20 degrees out. We're in the morning at the wrestling team out there, the kids who are going to regionals. And I'm like, y'all ain't running hard enough. Because what I did is I purposely brought my daughter there, who's a sophomore female wrestler. She's the only girl there. I'm like, don't let my daughter beat you. And she beats like all of them. I'm like, damn it. Okay, she's going to beat you, but I can't beat you.
Yeah.
And she beat like 50% of them, but they picked it up.
Good for her.
Well, she's a beast. My kids are just ridiculous. They're great. I don't know if it's on accident or what, but they're just doing really cool stuff. And I'm just kind of along for the ride. It's almost in spite of me.
Pat Roger family, how's it going? We talk about sleep all the time on this podcast. That's why we partnered with 8 Sleep mattresses. Now, this mattress is the Tesla of sleep. It's the Tesla of beds. Its technology tracks your heart rate variability. It changes its own temperature based off the way you sleep so that you get better sleep every single night. It is quite literally insane. Check them out. Andrew, how do they get it?
Yes, and before I do that, I wanted to let you guys know that you can actually set the bed to wake you up silently. I know that sounds weird, but actually the bed starts vibrating around your head and it doesn't wake up the entire household the way my phone used to do back in the day. So now I just kind of have the bed wake me up silently and it's amazing. You guys got to head over to 8sleep.com/power project. That's EIGHT sleep.com/power project. When you guys go there, you'll see a banner across the top saying that you're going to receive $150 off automatically. So again, that's 8sleep.com/power project to receive $150 off your Pod Pro cover or your Pod Pro cover and mattress combo. Links to them down in the description as well as the podcast show notes. Let's get back to the podcast.
Well, captain of the football team and captain of the cheerleading team make babies. What do you expect?
I don't know, man.
How have you encouraged your kids to be healthy?
Well, I mean, we don't. That's the thing. I get the main message I get on Instagram, which is why I'm kind of trying to do more kids training stuff, is when can my kid train? How do I get my kid to train? And I never told them to train. Like my kids asked me.
Maybe you encourage them to play?
Well, I mean,
or options to go outside.
Get off your damn iPad, let's go. Or go play with them. Hey, I have a soccer ball, let's go.
Yeah,
hey, let's
That's
go.
the main thing right there. I think go play with them.
Bingo.
Parents like, go outside, play some soccer. It's like the kid's not going to randomly
drinking a 6-pack.
Kid's not going to randomly do that.
No, I mean, they do when they get older because it's become, but also I think seeing me wake up every morning and training. I think that's the thing. It's lead by example. Like you can't have a parent. I got in trouble because they thought it was about them. I did a video on basically club sports, and these parents go to the soccer games, and it could be a 10 o'clock game. Afterwards, they're at a sports bar getting drunk, and it's endemic. And the reason I said it is because my brother, who actually has a baseball club, he was talking about it. But let's just say that a couple club teams they do that, and I'm like, guys, I don't know if we want to set that example that we should always be getting drunk at soccer tournaments. And I think we could do better. I think they want to lead by example. And needless to say, everybody on the team hates me now. But my thing is that all I ever did was just live my life. And I led by example. And going back to, the time I missed with my kids now know that to be successful, you have to work your ass off. Because my kids were alive when I was driving literally for 3 weeks at a time, slanging branched chain amino acids with Extend.
Hey, little mama, let me whisper in your ear. Like, comment, subscribe to the channel because we continue to bring you peak content on this channel. Obviously, you guys are here. You guys have watched the whole video. So like, comment, subscribe. All right? See you later.